What is good, y'all? Welcome back to the report. Welcome back to a brand new video. We are here to recap game 2 of the Miami Heat versus the Denver Nuggets series finals, whatever y'all want to call it, man. The Heat have tied the series 1-1, and we are officially back in business. It's a series. The series does not start until the road team wins, and we won in Denver, which no team has done in this playoff. So shout out to the guys winning in that altitude. And we're back in Miami for game 3 and game 4. So we're looking to take care of business in home court. But before we get into that, man, make sure y'all drop a like, subscribe if you guys are new, comment down below your thoughts on this game, and let's get right into it, man. So basically what we're going to be talking about is just recapping the game and previewing game 3. Now we have a lot to discuss, so it's going to be, a fairly lengthy video, so make sure y'all stick around till the end and give your thoughts in the comment section below. But 3-point victory by the Miami Heat against the Denver Nuggets. Very, very well-deserved victory, man. The first quarter, the Heat came out swinging. Threes were falling. Everything was going well. And then the Nuggets went on a 40-14 run, if I'm not mistaken. And they completely took over, and they were at one point leading by like 15 or something. And then at halftime, it was a 6-point game, 6-point advantage for the Nuggets, or 7-point advantage for the Nuggets. And halftime, I was happy that we closed the half pretty well. And we were able to cut that deficit to 6 or 7, and then third quarter we came out firing, and we eventually, I think we eventually took the lead in the third before the Denver Nuggets went on like a 10-0, 8-0 run or something. And it was a game of runs. It was definitely a game of runs. First quarter we went on that run up by like 10 or something, and then the Denver Nuggets went up by 15, and then we took the lead again, and then they took the lead again, and they were up by 10. And then Duncan Robinson hits 1 3, pump fake, step up into a 3. Then Gabe Vincent hits a 3. Then Duncan Robinson hits another 3. And then Duncan Robinson has a layup. So Duncan Robinson, because I'm pretty sure that Gabe Vincent 3 came off of a Duncan Robinson like assist or hockey assist or something. So Duncan Robinson was very instrumental in bringing us back into that game, because his layup eventually gave us the lead. We were down by like 10 or something, and then the 2 threes, Gabe Vincent's 3 and Duncan Robinson's layup, that's 11 points, so that put us up by 1. And after that, we never looked back, and we had to lead the rest of the game. And that's when Jimmy came in, and Jimmy did Jimmy stuff. He hit a 3 in the corner, he got an and 1, and he hit a mid-range jump shot, all in the fourth quarter that helped us, close out that game. Now, obviously, towards the end, Nuggets went on like another big run, 11-2 run or something, and Jamal Murray hit a couple of threes. Aaron Gordon hit a 3. Bruce Brown had a but a floater. Jokic had a floater. In the last shot, Jimmy played Jamal Murray heads up. I think he was trying to take the foul because we had a foul to give. I think I saw Jimmy try to, commit a foul to kind of stop the play and let their defense get set, but the refs didn't call it, so it was just an ISO. And Jamal Murray, that wasn't, that shot was well contested, but he almost hit it. So that kind of gave me like almost like a heart attack, because I was like, bro, this dude is crazy. Like, Jamal Murray is actually an extremely, extremely underrated player, so big respect to him. But that shot did not fall, so we live to see another day. And we have tied the series 1-1. And it's a really good feeling, because, we go back to Miami with a home court advantage now, because we stole one in Denver. And in that altitude, nobody is able to do that. I know a lot of people say that altitude is nothing, but it actually, affects players. I know the Heat are different because they have the culture, a conditioning program and all that. So I'm not saying that the altitude phases them or something, but like the Lakers can win one there, the Suns can win one there. Like, we won a game in Denver, which no team has done in this playoff. So that's big props to the guys. And now we have to take care of business at home now. Game 3 is going to be big. Again, this is the game that they were all saying Tyler Hero might be back for. Now, by they all, I mean like Chris Haynes, Woj. I'm not sure what the update is. Like, from what Spo is saying, I don't even think he might be ready for game 3, because he's like, the status hasn't changed. Like, I don't know who put that report out, but I don't know. I don't know if he's going to be ready for game 3. They might just stick with what's working right now, because it's very tough to integrate a piece like that, when you already have guys who are rolling. And Duncan has been playing extremely well. So, I mean, earlier you would have said he was going to take Duncan's minutes, but you can't do that. And then Lowry, I know his plus minus was negative and all that stuff, but I think he actually had a couple of really nice plays in the fourth, getting it to Bam and all that stuff. I would say ideally take Cody Zeller's minutes away, but obviously that doesn't make sense because he's a guard and Cody Zeller's the center. So whatever they have to do to integrate him back into the rotation, Spo will do. That's not what I'm worried about. Cody Zeller minutes were rough. They were awful. That was the game that was a moment where the Nuggets went on their runs. Whenever Cody Zeller was in the game, like, I don't think people understand how big Bam Adebayo is to the series, because Cody Zeller, like, not only is Bam Adebayo is playing extremely well right now, but Cody Zeller is just playing terribly. And, you know, whenever he's in the game, like, the Heat just give up a lead. And, you know, more than Jimmy being out, Bam being out has affected this team a lot more this series because of how Jokic and everyone has dominated Cody Zeller in his 8 minutes. So the 40 minutes that he wasn't in the game, I think Nick Wright tweeted this, like, we dominated that game whenever Cody Zeller was off the floor. But it was just whenever he came onto the floor and whenever he subbed in for Bam, and that's when the whole, like, defense went to, like, absolute, like, garbage whenever he was in the game. So that is something they're gonna have to, like, fix up. I don't want to see him for the rest of the series. I just think that it would be better if you just play Highsmith. And I know I know playing Highsmith means that you have to go small, but the Nuggets don't really play with the backup five either. They play with Jeff Green. So Highsmith, I think, is a good counter to, instead of playing Cody Zeller. And then maybe you could have Hero, Highsmith, Robinson, Martin, and Lowry come off the bench. That could be your 5. Again, I don't know if you want to play 10 coming off the bench. This is only if Hero's back, obviously, but if Hero's not back, you could have Lowry, Martin, Robinson, and Highsmith. That could be your backups to replace the starters. So I would cut Cody Zeller's minutes completely. If Bam has to play more minutes, then Bam has to play more minutes. Like, this is the finals, bro. Like, you can rest in the offseason. Like, we need you to play, because you are, like, Bam is very instrumental to the series. I think he's realizing that too, because he's starting to take over offensively and being aggressive and all that. Like, he is the key. He is the key. I know a lot of people talk about Jimmy and the shooting and all that, but Bam Adebayo is the most, pivotal player for the Heat in the series. And he's had 2 really good games. Game 1, he had about 26, 27. This game, he had 21 and 10 rebounds or something, 4 assists, hit a couple of clutch free throws. Like, he's had a couple of really good games, and we just need that to continue. Like, nobody on the Nuggets can guard him. So, like, that's what he has to realize, and he just has to go at them every single time. Jimmy, I'm not going to lie, Jimmy hasn't been that great. Game 1, he wasn't that great. Game 2, I really like how he picked his spots, though. Like, he did get to the rim a lot more, and it's not even that he didn't shoot, but, like, driving to the rim just opens up a lot more. And even though he was still making the right play and finding a shooter, like, it was still off of a drive and kick out. It just wasn't off of, like, a swing, like, at the 3-point line. So there was still penetration, and there was still, movement, and that is something that is encouraged by the staff, obviously. So, Jimmy, I just think that when his shot starts falling and stuff, like, obviously, like, right now, like, I'm not complaining because we just won the game, but I would like to see him score the ball a little bit more. But again, you cannot complain about anything in a win. And he did take over in the 4th for a momentary amount of time, like hitting that 3. That was a big 3 in the corner on Aaron Gordon. And then that and 1, and then the mid-range jump shot off of the pull-up, the screen from Bam, and it was just a pull-up mid-range shot over Jokic. Like, that was big as well. Like, he's very capable of just picking and choosing his spots and being able to, dissect the defense and figure out when he wants to go. And that is something that, not a lot of people have, and you got to give him credit, because not a lot of people are able to pick and choose their spots that easily. And Jimmy has that skill set. So even if he's not scoring the ball all 4 quarters, like, you can clearly see that he's not 100%, which is fine. Like, like, he even says, like, that's not an excuse. And I'm not saying that's an excuse either, because if you're on the floor, you're on the floor. But I'm glad that he hasn't had to do much in us stealing home court, and maybe he can tee up for the game 3 or game 4 at home. I'm still waiting for that game from him where he goes out for like 30 or 40. But yeah, we'll see about that. And then obviously Gabe Vincent, man, gotta give credit to Gabe Vincent. Timely threes, big threes, like, and then leading scorer in the game for the Heat, man. He was absolutely immense. Yeah, nothing but respect and credit to Gabe Vincent, man. He was amazing. He was amazing last night, and I think a lot of people are gonna know about who Gabe Vincent is, and I don't like that, because that means in the offseason he's gonna go for a lot more money because he's playing so well. But it is what it is. I just want the best for the team, and if it helps us win 4 games, it helps us win 4 games. And you got to give Spoelstra credit for adjusting the starting lineup to put Kevin Love in instead of Caleb Martin. Let's say Cody for some reason. Caleb Martin. Obviously, Caleb Martin had an illness, but that's still the right adjustment because of how you can have Caleb on Gordon, you can have Bam on Jokic, Jimmy on Jamal Murray, and if Love needs to help off of Aaron Gordon, I know he had 2 threes last night, but that's something that you can always do that. So Great adjustments by Spo. Great adjustment by the team. You know, shooting has been a lot better. Was a lot better last night. Shot 48% from three and almost shot 50-40-90. The Denver Nuggets almost shot that too, but so did we. So extremely good game from the Heat, man. Cut down on the turnovers as well. Got to keep this up for game 3 and game 4, and we are very capable of doing so. So I'll see y'all in game 3. Recap of game 3. Let's go Heat, man. I'm so pumped up about game 3, man. I just want to play game 3 right now. I cannot even wait 2 days, but I'll see you later as always, man. Have a nice day. Peace.